And so an example of a category that falls into that, I think, is frozen food. So my friend Guru Madhavan, who's a very brilliant engineer, he said there were actually two industrial revolutions. There was the one where we mastered heat and the production of heat, and there was the one where we mastered the production of cold. Freezing as a preservative is astoundingly efficient, not for every single foodstuff, but for a huge range of foodstuffs. It's amazing at the preservation of nutrients. You have a much more efficient supply chain because you don't need a chilled supply chain. You have a frozen supply chain. You can store things in at a frozen state for weeks or months. You don't have to worry about, throwing away food that isn't sold within the sell-by date. Consumers can take it home and they can keep it in their magic cupboard, also called a freezer, and they can eat it tonight or they can eat it in 6 weeks' time. It reduces the number of artificial preservatives and other, processed chemicals that are required. The whole thing was basically a gift from God. And yet frozen food, because it consequently became cheaper, became slightly stigmatized and is now seen very largely, I think, as a down market food. And that's not quite true. There are people who've broken that kind of, in other words, to break through the too good to be true heuristic, you've got to do something quite weird.